So a couple of videos ago, I complained that it's the holiday season here in Israel right now and it's hard to get anything done, which is true. It's hard to say that the last couple of weeks have been productive, but I've had a lot of time off and I've read a lot of stuff and I had time to think, and I think an amazing thing happened. I think I've kind of came to a realization what my strategy for the next maybe 5 to 6 years should be. I'll tell you more about it. I gotta get out to eat lunch and meet Ayal and discuss some new school stuff. So we'll do that first.
I hope that my daughters never know what it feels like to give up, to know the whole world is corrupt, to realize they are really on their own and there's no one left who cares about the future. Infected cuts don't need a suture. There's a feeling that the human race has seen the checkered flag, and the laps that are given are the last ones ever driven, and everyone who's still living knows that it's a shame that the earth will live on.
Alright, so here's what happened last week in case you're not super into the tech scene. So last week, Google had a keynote where they announced they're coming out with a new phone that supports a new type of virtual reality. They also came up with a VR headset and a new platform for development of VR, which they called Daydream. In the same week, Facebook, which bought a company called Oculus, which is also a virtual reality company 2 years ago, had another demonstration where Mark Zuckerberg actually demonstrated how he hangs out with his friends in virtual reality. On top of that, there's billboards down my street showing the Samsung VR and 360 camera, and Casey Neistat and all the other vloggers are doing 360 videos. So all the dots suddenly, connected in my brain. Now this year, 2016, is the year that actually VR is starting to blow up. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen and it's going to turn into a mainstream thing this year. It's probably going to take 2, 3, maybe even 4 years till that happens. But I'm starting to think that this is really happening, and this is going to be the next platform. Like mobile phones came up, and then it turned out into an app store and designing for mobile. So I think I have a really strong gut feeling that now would be a great time to go and dive into becoming a VR designer. If I would try to position myself as today, I don't know, the best web designer in the world, or even the best app designer in the world, that would be so difficult because so many people, really good and talented people, are trying to do that. But if I start ahead of everybody becoming a great VR designer, then maybe in 3, 4, 5 years ago, I'll have a head start before everybody is there, and I can, brand myself or position myself as the best VR designer. Anyway, I'm just super excited and intrigued about this technology, so I've made up my mind to kind of dedicate at least half a day every week to learning this new technology. I think I've discussed this with Ayal right now over lunch, and perhaps we'll both buy the Google gear to start developing something together or explore this new medium. We just want to dedicate time to investing in this technology, kind of to create another bet of my skills and developing new skills around that. So I'm gonna start doing that right now. So I've already found out an article that's listing all the videos and articles that there are online about how to design and create user experience for VR. So I'm gonna start from here, watching those videos and reading those articles. It's, as you can see, it was created by this Max guy who's obviously trying to brand himself as a designer for VR, which I think is super, super smart. But as you can see, this is just the beginning. He's not super famous yet. I'm gonna link this article in the description, and this guy if you want to follow him. I'm gonna try to catch up, and I'm gonna try to get good at this as fast as possible. One last thing I want to share with you guys today. Last week, a new album for NoFX came out, and NoFX is one of my favorite, old-time punk rock bands, which I really love, and I was so excited to hear the new album. And they've kind of left in one of the tracks kind of some of the take while they were recording, while the producer or whoever that guy is kind of criticizing the singer, the lyrics, and they're improving it together. So I want to share that with you because I think it's so cool to see that even the artists that you really like did not get the solution or the best solution on the first try. They iterate and they improved it and it just got better. So check it out.
He's turned most of his house into hydroponic.
Why wouldn't you have turned all of it into hydroponic?
Well, because he lives there.
Now, all of your house is hydroponic. Most is sappy. Really? It's like saying maybe.
How about now your mom's house is hydroponic?
Yes, that's fucking way better. Hey, you fucking woke up. Come on, Mike. Where you been?
Shut the fuck
Where
up,
you been all month?
So funny. Anyway, I'm gonna get some work done and then go hang out with Noah and Tommy. I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Cuckoo.